Shalom and welcome to the 70 Facebooks of the Torah. I'm Jesse Olitsky, rabbinic intern here at the Orangetown Jewish Center. And this week, just like last week, we'll continue to learn a double parsha together. This week we learn the double parsha of Parshat AchareiMot-Kedoshim. Here in AchareiMot, we're talking no longer about what is ritually pure and impure, but what is about right and wrong, the specific laws we're supposed to follow. AchareiMot focuses a lot on the laws of sexual relations between friends, family, relatives, that sort of thing. But we jump right away to Kedoshim because Parshat Kedoshim begins with my favorite line in the entire text, my favorite verse in the entire Torah, which I really believe is the vision statement of the Jewish people and what we strive to do in everything in synagogue life, in Jewish life. So we read together chapter 19 of the book of Leviticus. We read, Vadaber Adonai al Moshe Lemor, simply that God spoke to Moses saying, Daber el kol edat bnei Israel ve'marta lehem, and say to the entire Israelite community, Kedoshim tihiyu, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. You should be holy. Kedoshim tihiyu, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. For I, the Lord your God, am holy. Right there in verses 1 and 2, chapter 19 of the book of Leviticus. You should be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. What a statement, and what does this really mean? When we talk about our Kedusha, when we talk about our holiness, we're trying to figure out still what that word means. Kadosh, Kuf Daled Shin, is a challenging word to define. We often define it as holy, but we still don't even know what the word holy means in our English language. It's easily to be defined as Kadosh as separate, Kadosh as sanctified. Here we'll use holy, and we know that that means that to be holy is to strive to be like God. We're taught we're made B'Tselem Elohim in God's image, and if we're made in God's image, then why is it that we have to even strive to be like God? Why is it that we're told Kedoshim Tihiyu in the command form that you should be holy? If we should be holy, if we should strive to be like God, aren't we already like God? Aren't we already made in God's image? There are two interpretations on this verse. The first is, as I just said, Kedoshim Tihiyu, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. Why should you strive to be holy? Because I, the Lord your God, am holy. And if I am holy, and in this world we live in, we always strive to have this relationship. The Hasidim call this devekut, cleaving to the divine. We try to cleave to the divine, and the best way to do that is be kadosh, have this intrinsic holiness like God so that we can be closer to God. The second interpretation is Kedoshim Tihiyu ki kadosh, period, ani Adonai Elohechem. You see that so many of our commandments in the Torah end with this statement, ani Adonai Elohechem, I am the Lord your God. We're taught to do something. Why? We don't need a reason. We do it, ani Adonai Elohechem, because I, the Lord your God, am commanding you to do it. Any commandment in the text, many commandments in the text, all it has to say is, Ani Adonai Elohechem. That's the exclamation point at the end of the law that we're given. We do it because God is commanding us to do it. So if we take out Ani Adonai Elohechem from the statement, we simply have Kedoshim Tihiyu ki kadosh. You should be holy for the sake of holiness. Ki kadosh. We should be holy, strive to be holy because that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're meant to do. That's why we're here in this world, to strive to have this sense of Kedusha, this sense of holiness, of sanctity, of separateness in all that we do. It has nothing to do with cleaving to God. Rather, it has to do with appreciating and realizing God's presence that already exists in our lives. So what does this mean, Kedoshim Tihiyu? What does it mean for us to strive to be kadosh, strive to be holy, sanctified, separate? What does it mean to you to be kadosh? And how do we strive to bring that kedusha, that holiness, into our everyday lives. This is the vision statement of the Jewish people, what we're always striving for. To understand the holiness in the people that we encounter, the holiness in the places where we're at, the holiness in the moments, in the time that we experience with one another. And to experience that holiness is not a given. It's something we struggle with, so much so that we're commanded to do so. Because God understands this is not easy. Yet, Kedoshim tihiyu, you should still be holy. Not because it's easy, but because you have the opportunity to come closer to God, and because this is what we're supposed to do. Ki kadosh. We're supposed to be holy because the world would be a much better place if we understood and appreciated the holiness that exists within each of us and all around us. I look forward to discussing this with all of you this week and to appreciating together the holiness that exists within our OJC community. Have a great week.